What's up, witches and warlocks? Puma Fist here. Another fucking Sunday. Another goddamn Sunday. So, what do we always do on Sunday? Well, I just bitch about whatever. Find something to get mad at. Right? What are we going to get mad at today? What are we going to get mad at on this Sunday? Well, one good thing, I'm not mad about it, Dianne Feinstein, she's finally dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Oh man, that fucking bitch. That fucking bitch was one of the worst people we've ever had in the United States government. I mean, completely, tried to do everything that she possibly could to get rid of the fucking Second Amendment. In fact, half of the shit that we're dealing with right now as firearms owners, as law-abiding citizens, these price hikes on ammunition and shit like that, that was all a result of Dianne Feinstein. Through the back channels, yeah, they made it more cost prohibitive to create ammunition, we'll put it that way. There were also some dealings with Russia. That's another whole thing. You could make a fucking whole video just about this. But anyway, long story short, I'm glad she's fucking dead. Oh, and also, the news is reporting now. Yeah, she's got like an estate worth hundreds of fucking millions of dollars. As far as I know, the bitch was only making 174 grand a year. Right? Now, even working for 50 years is not going to net you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Even if you're being frugal. See, that's the thing. These people have lavish lifestyles. So $174,000 a year, they probably spend more than that in a year just for their lifestyle, right? See, this is what I'm saying. So, even though she'd been in politics for a long-ass fucking time, to accumulate that kind of wealth, something's a little dirty, don't you think? And yeah, she was a big-time inside trader. Big time. Big time, big time. One of the most corrupt bitches ever in the fucking United States government. Good thing they're all fucking dying off. They're all getting old. All these old pieces of shit are finally fucking croaking. You gotta remember, I'm old now, right? And I've been watching these motherfuckers since I was a kid. So, yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I can't believe that fucking crusty old bitch made it to 90. Fuck that. I'm not gonna make it to 90, but she does. Fucking scumbags. Anyway, what else are we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, I guess, well... I don't really care enough to get invested in it, but I'm seeing the reaction videos and stuff pop up for this whole Nick Rekieta, fucking Eric July kerfuffle. I guess somebody vandalized fucking Eric July's fucking warehouse or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. Like I said, I don't have the patience to actually follow this stuff. There's so many other things I'd rather fucking do than watch a Nick Rekieta video. But, and the same thing with Eric July. But, unfortunately, I gotta talk about it. I guess, because it's the fucking talk of the town right now. So like I said, I'm not following it too closely, but, I've always said that Nick Rekieta is a fucking piece of shit, and nobody fucking believed me. Another one of the fucking Puma Fist predictions coming through, Yeah, he's always been a fucking scumbag. He's always been a fucking weasel. And all these guys are. And in fact, the shit that you're watching right now with Eric July and Nick Rekieta is literally WWF. How many times I gotta tell you people this? It's what they do. It's all a performance. It's a performance. You don't think I've talked back behind the scenes with other YouTubers and stuff like that, where we've been getting into some tiffs online, and we weren't orchestrating some of that shit? I'm telling you, it's all fucking put on. It's all fucking put on. So, anything that you're seeing here, don't get too invested in it, because it means nothing at the end of the day. Eric July right now is trying to get all the fucking publicity that he possibly can because his numbers are tanking. His revenue is tanking. And he's trying desperately to make sure that this Alpha Core book is going to be good. He's trying to use Chuck Dixon as a crutch, and I don't think that's really going to help out too much. The sales are going to be fucking miserable on it. Like I said, I think my prediction was, what did I say, 1.1 million? Yeah, and that's being generous. It's probably going to be less than that. And then he's going to go and tap Mike Barron, who also, you know, unfortunately, Mike Barron is one of my favorites, right? But he is fucking old. Like, here's the thing. If Ripa really wanted to make this comic book, and this is actually going to go against some shit that I'd said probably a year ago about the whole Ripaverse thing and the old guard like Chuck Dixon and stuff like that. You can say, I'm moving the goalposts. You're moving the goalposts, Puma Fist. But I'm going to have to go back on some of the stuff that I said. While I think it would have been a good thing early on when Eric July was getting ready to start the whole Ripaverse thing, when he was writing the first book, right? He should have tapped somebody like Chuck Dixon for that. He had access to him, and I've said that multiple times in plenty of my videos. You can go back and watch them. I said he should have tapped him for the first book, right? He could have got some valuable insight on how to structure and pace a story and stuff like that. Not necessarily that it was going to be award-winning fucking material, but at least Chuck Dixon could have given him the right direction as far as pacing, suspense building, you know, all the things that you need in comics or any entertainment, you know. There is a rhythm, there's a flow to it. He could have got that information from Chuck Dixon. Didn't do it, at least not officially. And now that his numbers are going down, now he's going to try to tap Chuck Dixon to salvage something that he doesn't know what to fucking do with because he never thought it out in the first place. And that's not really a good spot to be in for either one of them. There was no clear plan, and it's just going to turn into a mess. And it's going to be the same thing, bringing Mike Barron on. Okay, well, first of all, here's the other thing, too. Whether you like it or not, Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron have been vocal about being out of the mainstream comic industry, right? And whether you like it or not, that's going to bring heat on them. So Eric July, who's trying to expand his fucking business and he, quote unquote, wants to get it out to the most readers possible, right? Yeah, hiring these controversial older writers is not going to do that. Maybe you should try to find some new talent, some fresh talent. I mean, just a suggestion. Yeah, somebody who's not going to have the stigma attached to them. Somebody who can fly by the, you know, under the radar because their name isn't associated with something negative. Whether it's deserved or not, Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron are both tainted. So you're just attaching more taint to your shit. What is this? What are you doing, Eric? What are you doing, Eric July? Are you trying to get victim points or something like that? Accumulate more victim points? Well, I'm hiring these guys that have been kicked out of the community. I've been kicked out of the community. We're all so oppressed. Everybody's so oppressed. Support my shit. Is that what you're doing? Because that's not really the right approach if you are, in fact, trying to be a businessman and hit the widest possible audience. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But what the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know, right? Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm full of shit, just like all these other motherfuckers. And that's the takeaway lesson for the day, people. They're all full of shit. Myself included. Anybody that you see on the internet anybody that you watch regularly, they're full of shit. The stuff that's really going on in their head doesn't come out in their videos. I try to keep mine as close. Well, here's the thing. I have to skirt YouTube because I can't let what's inside my head actually out. Because that would be a perma ban. I'd probably end up getting fucking visited by the feds, right? Niggas trying to put the feds on me. Yeah. So, but everybody that you see on the internet, man, they're full of shit. They're full of shit. I have my moments of being full of shit too. I'm not immune. So don't believe anybody. Think for yourselves. That's what I've always said. Don't trust anybody. They're always trying to fucking sell you something. Until next Sunday, you all be safe and enjoy the hell out of the rest of your day. Puma Fist out.